Hey there, fellow Mayflies. This is Birdie Sparrow. Tweet, tweet. Here to do a review on the paid content that you can get in the shop for actual cash versus ChrisGen, which I also know is actual cash, but there is a slight difference here. So let's talk about the first thing that you can get, which is the Golden Spree dress, which is what I'm wearing. As you can see, it is a very oriental look and flavor. The hairstyle is what comes with it. Nice, side slit, all that. Um, High heels. Well, I'll just have to deal with it. Something I will definitely be wearing probably next season. I may go a season without wearing armor, which I normally do because my hive wants to do a complete uh, Oriental theme village. So the interesting thing about this, however, is how they went about for us to purchase this. So you can purchase it right off the bat for basically $15 US, or you can every few days claim as you sign in, you can claim a discount, and it can get to the point where you can save basically about 50% off of this. So if you wait 7 days, claim all of your discounts, this will end up costing you about $8 US, uh, which I think is a really interesting way for them to. So, if you got to have it right now, you pay full price. Um, if you can wait, then wait. However, they have added something also to this, which I think is kind of interesting, which is, and if I'm reading it correctly, I could be wrong, but if I'm reading it correctly, if you bought it for full price, but you log in, you do the activities, which is logging in, you can go claim them and they will refund you those ChrisGen. So, the first time you do it, they'll give you back 150, and from there, which I think is a very interesting way of doing this. They also have another, uh, sorry, wrong one. I want F2, not F3. On their super value deal, they also do something interesting, which is down here. You can send promo codes to people, and if they, you can get three of them, you can send out three of them. The first three people to use them, they get the discount off, the skins, the male and the female. Obviously, you get both, and you will get a ticket. And up here is where the tickets are, and you've already got one, most likely. They did a thing where if you logged in, you were getting login rewards, and one of the login rewards was this ticket. So the ticket is right here. If you spend 500 or more ChrisGen in one time in the shop, and you apply this coupon, you get 150 ChrisGen off. So if you get three people to give you three more coupons, that's another 450 off. And this dress would end up costing you maybe $2, $3 US after you factor in the discounts and after you factor in the discount off of the tickets that you'll get, um, the equivalency to that. Show you real quick. So if I were to go and say buy this one right here, this is where you would click it. You have unused coupons, and it tells you what your max is right there. I am unsure if you can apply multiples or not. I guess you can find out and see. Honestly, I'm not really sure. But you would just click this, and this would drop by 150. So, interesting concept. Um, like I said, you can get this skin relatively cheaply uh, just by the sign-in the discounts, and then so when you throw the equivalency on top of that, this becomes pretty cheap to buy, and it is a nice looking dress. And the male version is also nice looking also. Okay, now let's talk about the Astral ride. And that is this guy right here. So this is the first skin for the bicycle. And it kind of fades in and out with these neon colors. Other than that, that's all it does. You don't get any sparkles when you drive. It doesn't do anything funky if you do tricks. It's just, you know, a skin, a different look with, like I said, the neon that fades in and out. Now, this will cost you $15 US to buy the package. So is it worth it? When you buy it, you will immediately get back 980 Christian, uh, which translates into I'm not sure what is that, about $11 US or something like that, $12 US, something like that. So you almost get it all back. Um, NetEase for this and also for the Astral Trails one, which we'll get to, says that you get back way more than you spend in, and they are absolutely correct. So in this particular case, what will happen is you will purchase this and you'll get the 980 Christian immediately. You don't get this skin until 7 days, but you log in for the next 6 days and you will get the 980 Christian, and then you'll get 5 light forge ingots, one every day for 5 days. Then there'll be an empty day, and then you'll finally get the skin for the bike on the 7th day. So those 5 light forge ingots are equal to 800 Christian, because those are the ones you use to open up the light forge crates. So getting 5 of them means you already have you've paid for half of a 10. You know, you can open you know, you can either do them singly or you can get them in packages of 10. And a package of 10 is 1,600 Christian. So if you got 5, you've just saved 800 off of that. So when I figured out the equivalency, you pay $15, and between the 980 Christian you get immediately and the 800 in equivalency, you end up getting about $21 US worth of stuff, not counting the skin, which I'm not sure what they have priced the skin at, seeing as how you can't buy it separately. So just in light forge ingots and straight up Christian, you're getting $6 more over what you paid. So yes, good deal. Now, I have seen on a lot of on Facebook posts, I've seen in some of the Discords, people berating them for the $100 Astral Trail package, which gives you this massive chandelier, which I'll show you just shortly, and people saying it's a ripoff. Um, you know, NetEase is out after money, which of course is comical because this is a totally free to play game and you don't have to buy anything to get the exact same experience as a whale like me that buys everything. Um, so if you're one of those people, if you're gonna spend $100 on a top up, you should get this Astral Trails package. You have about 12 days left to get it from the making of this video, which is September 30th, and then it goes away. So what do you get for that $100? Well, first off, you immediately get 6,480 Christian back. Boom, it goes right into your account. So there you go. You get some of that back. Then on 2 other separate days, you'll get 800 Christian each. So that's another 1,600. So between what you get initially and those, that's 8,080 Christian you will get. That is more than the top up you get here, or more than the top up if you go to their Gamers Club. If you go to Gamers Club and get your Christian there, they give you even more Christian than from the top up in the game. There you would get 8,075. So just doing this package in pure Christian, you're already getting 5 Christian more than the most you can get using the Gamers Club top up. Then you're getting enough relics to equal another 1,200 Christian. So the relics you can use, you know, you take 8 of them and you can turn them into light forge ingots again for opening up loot crates. And in this case, you get 60 of them, and that ends up being about well, not about, it is. It's 7.5 light forge ingots is what you get out of that. And, taking the price from 1600, if you were to get a package of 10, that ends up being 1200 Christian equivalent. And then on top of that, you're going to get 12 of the, I believe it's the prismatic laser dies, um, at 60 Christian each. So that's another 720 equivalent Christian you're getting for this $100. So when you add it all together, the pure Christian that you'll get, the relics to make into light forge ingots, and then the die, this ends up being 10,000 Christian. This package is 10,000 Christian, not counting the chandelier. So what that translates out into is $120 US. So you're getting 20% more off that $100 than just going and buying a pure top up. So if you're thinking about doing a top up in the next 12 days, why not just dump it here? Um, this is not a ripoff. They're giving you a really good value for the money, I think. Now, let's go take a look at the chandelier, which is massive. This is the Astral Trails. It is huge. You definitely need to have something built with 2 walls high, because otherwise it'll hit the floor and it won't stick. You can see how big it is. You also need to have at least a 3x2. You might need a 3x3. This will not fit in a 2x2 area. You just don't have enough room. So let's just do a real quick. See, if I try to fit into a 2x2 area, you can see that it overlaps. It goes just a little bit into there. So you could probably get away with half a roof, 2.5 by 2.5, but a 2x2 will not work. I find this extremely annoying that it won't work. So the only thing I'm going to ding them about, and I've said this before, NetEase does a great job with a lot of this stuff. They get right there at the edge, and then they just don't think it through all the way. So, doesn't this just scream, oh my God, let me put that in the roof of my tower? Well, if you have a straight up circular tower that's just the standard 2x2, guess what? It don't fit. It almost fits, but not quite. It literally. NetEase, if you're listening, could you go in and stealth edit this and shrink it by like, I think 2%, 3%? We won't notice it, other than the fact that we'll be able to put that in a round tower and make a really, really cool, mad scientist looking ceiling slash astronomy thing, whatever. But yes, so the $100 pack gives you $120 worth of US items back, not including whatever they would have priced this out. And like I said, this is an absolutely gorgeous piece. I'm trying to figure out where to put it, what to do with it next season. My house now is currently done, and I have no room for this. The bike is kind of neat that I had out here before. The dress is really nice. Yes, it's real money, but anything involving Christian is also real money. There you go. It's going to be up to you if spending real money versus Christian is worth it, if the $100 package is worth it. But I'll tell you right now, between the Christian you get and the equivalencies, as I've already ran the numbers for you, how can you go wrong, really? It's just a good deal all around. So, anyways, this is my quick review. What do I think about them? Once you add in the equivalencies and everything, the dress, Like it, form-fitting, does its job, pretty. Um, like I said, I'll probably wear it. I like the hairstyle, by the way, also. You know, I don't like the high heel, stuff like that. 4 out of 5 nest eggs. Um, the for the value for the money, for the bike skin, and for especially this, for the Astral Trails chandelier, whatever you want to call it, decoration there. Um, I'm going to give both a 5 out of 5. Uh, you know, the bike, you're getting 35% more over the price you're paying, and this you're getting, you know, the Astral Trails, you're getting 20% more than what you paid. So for a value, for their looks, you know, this got a lot of motion, stuff, starlight dripping down from the sky, you know, the nice neon glow. It's not on the bike. 5 out of 5 for both. Can't go wrong. You know, so long as you got the money to spend, please make sure to spend responsibly. So there you go. If this helped you, please like and follow. I am Birdie Sparrow 1 on YouTube and Birdie Sparrow on Twitch. Y'all have a nice night now. Good night.